Hello, Internetians. My name is Josh, aka ultraplayer, and I am your coach at the Philly Soul Dude. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the APA. This is going to be our playoff team builder. We are taking on Ben, aka GeneralTarheel, today, and his Charlotte Charizards. Be sure to go check them out in the description below. Our playoff teams have been assembled. If you did not see my draft analysis, make sure you go check that out. I go in depth on why I'm bringing the 11 months that I am to the playoffs. And overall, I'm really proud of how the team ended up being. Very good team. Very happy with it. If you do not know what it is, it'll be on the screen soon. I will have both teams up this time around. And for if I make semifinals and finals, I will, of course, have both teams up during those moments. But GeneralTarheel, we faced him in the regular season. And we won 1-0. Very down to the wire. Ben, I'm just calling Ben because saying GeneralTarheel a million times is going to be frustrating. But Ben is an amazing player, so of course, I'm not going to walk away with an easy win. And I'm not going to walk away with an easy win this time either. So, hopefully we walk away with a win in GeneralTarheel. Why do you people watch me? Why do you watch me? I make the worst jokes. Let's get into it. His team should be appearing on the screen anytime now, as will mine. My team consists of Mew, Lander, Asterion, Florges, Jolteon, Pelipper, Kingdra, Durant, Miltank, Chestnut, Mega Aerodactyl, and Rapidash. His team, you're going to see why this is such an interesting matchup, aren't you? Is Mega Charizard X with Mew, Lander, Asterion, Florges, Miltank, Registeel, Ninja Blastoise, Roserade, Alola, Persian, Electrode. So double Mew, double Lander, Asterion, double Florges, double Miltank. No bueno. And a really good offensive, double water, really good offensive waters. Spike Grasser, great Megas. It's gonna be something, alright. This is such an interesting matchup. I've had two mocks with the team that I'm gonna be showing you today. I'm gonna go over those mocks as we go, but let's dive into the team. Like, I really want to dive more into his team. One, because it's similar to mine, but also because I want to take this more seriously in the playoffs. His team is very interesting, right? Ow! God, my side started hurting. I think I'm dying. Well, that sucks. Ben gets forfeit by default, I guess. But anyway, his team's really interesting. It has some good bulk. It has some good offense. It has great offense, as a matter of fact. Zard, Landorus, Greninja, Roserade, all really good offensive Pokemon. He has Mew, which is most versatile on the format. But I noticed a couple things as I was building the team. One, that he really does not like fighting types. While he does have mons that can switch into them and take them, he still has important parts of his core being Miltank, Registeel, weak to fighting, which are both really good versus me, and could very well come. And I don't know how many of his fighting resists he can bring to counteract that. So that's something I'm looking at. The other thing I'm looking at, and the first thing I probably noticed, look at his team and look at the move Earthquake. He has one switch in, and it is Lander Asterion. He has a couple mons that can take it. Can take Earthquakes rather well, just due to their natural physical bulk, like Mew and Miltank and Blastoise. But ultimately, they're neutral to it, and only one of them, or two of them have recovery, one of them does not. So I'm definitely looking at Lander Asterion. I'm going to go over the team how I normally do, very in-depth, very strategical. One thing I want you to know that, spoiler, it's not going to be on the team, but one thing I did consider as a potential win con was going to be a DD weakness policy Kingdra with like max HP. And that was going to be really interesting because I would DD, hopefully get Florges to give me the boost with the Moonblast. Hopefully. And then go from there. I'd be +3 attack, +1 speed, with the rain up, hopefully, because I'd be running Swift through him anyway. And then, like, he has nothing to take that, right? Like, his best thing to take a +3 rain-boosted Kingdra's Waterfall would be something like the Miltank, which gets, well, actually the Blastoise, but I could drag in that. But it would be the Miltank, and it would get obliterated. And probably his Florges would have to go down immediately, because he had to sack it off, because I think would switch into it. If we went Blastoise, I'd get 2 KO'd. If he stayed with Florges, I'd knock it out, and then I could just click Outrage to win, because, oh, Registeel. But you can see why, like, there's a lot of factors that went into it, and I was like, not so much. So, how did we build this team? Very carefully, over a long period of time. I got stuck many times, but ultimately, I think the team does really nice work. So let's start off. I knew for a fact that I was going to be bringing my Lander Asterion. I knew that I'd be bringing Lander Asterion because it is so good. And I was positive that I knew exactly what set I'd be bringing. Well, at least partially. I had to do some calcs with the last move, but I knew I wanted Rock Polish. I knew that was going to happen. I knew I wanted Rock Polish, SD, and EQ. Right? Oh, nope. I actually thought about Earth Power too. I thought about a special variant, but I was like, No, he has a Mew, and he has a Florges. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think Earthquake's better. And Earthquake is better. So, this obviously has the potential to completely destroy him, right? At +2, I do so much damage to this team that I only need a little bit of chip on a few things. Like, Landorus is ridiculously strong, guys. So, I'm definitely looking at this to put in some work. I don't know what the last move's going to be. I don't know what Eevee's going to be. Other than the fact that I want... Where is speed? I want this much speed. And that much speed is going to allow me to outspeed something that is Choice Scarfed. I believe, actually, it is +1 Mega Charizard X. I believe. He can also bring a Scarf Greninja. So Scarf Greninja is a thing, and I actually ran into that in one of my mocks. I don't like Scarf Greninja versus me, I'll be honest. Because my Rock Polished Landorus can outspeed a Scarf Greninja. Not this variant, but in general, it can. It also does not outspeed my Timid Kingdra. It outspeeds my Choice Scarfers. It outspeeds my Mega Aerodactyl, but I definitely think that Choice Specs Water Shuriken is better for that anyway. As well as my Landorus. So, keeping that in mind, definitely think Choice Specs or Splash Plate or Life Orb is something that he'll bring. I think he's going to bring Taunt because it's GeneralTarheel, and I know he loves Stomp Greninja almost as much as I do. So, we're bringing this. I also knew that I wanted this. I don't remember what this does. It lets me live something. I know that much. I think it's +1. I think it's Flare Blitz for neutral Zard. So if he goes with DD, as I switch into this, I get the Intimidated off. He's at +0, and I go for EQ. I can knock him out. What was that? That was Discord pinging. Oops. And I would know I'd be able to knock him out, and I'd be able to live the hit. So that's what that does. That's very nice. I may change that, however. And sorry, forgive me. I'm just trying to clear out pings. So, let's give it that, let's give it that, and then let's give it that. So, how are they going to build around this? It's an important question. Very important question, because his team has a lot of mons that can stop this from sweeping, right? So Mew can take a +2 ground, +2 Earthquake. Landorus can take any +2 attack. Milton can take a +2 attack. Registeel, if it's Air Balloon or Shuka, can take a +2 attack. I believe Blastoise can take a +2 attack. Milton can, I don't know if I said that. Greninja has Water Shuriken. I don't know about a Alolan Persian. I don't know if I calculated a Alolan Persian. Oh, look, stuff that you'll deal with later. Alolan Persians, Calc, Adamant, Earthquake, what's that? I mean, I could probably take it, maybe, depending on the set. That's a set. Yep, that's Raichu. Persian, just typing Persian. There we go, Bulky Pivot. Level 50, +2 EQ. It can, it doesn't want to. So that's good to know. After rocks, if max speed dies. But anyway. So like he has a lot of mons that can take the hit, obviously. But how do I make those not, out of range? Well, this is a good thing. Could bring Spike Sack Chestnut. I ultimately decided against that very quickly because of the defoggers that he has. Mew, Landorus, and Florges are 3 really good defoggers. He also has a Rabbit Spinner, but that's not a good Rabbit Spinner versus me. Zard is not a good defogger versus me. So Mew, Landorus, and Florges all can defog freely versus Chestnut. So I don't really think that bringing Haversack is the move, right? So we're gonna bench that one for now. And I started noticing there's a specific mon on my team that weakens all those Pokemon. Right, all the Pokemon that can take a hit. Miltank, Blastoise, Mew, Lando, Alolan Persian. They all get weakened by one specific mon on my team other than Landorus. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to bring it. Why not? Why not? Why not? Bam. And I ultimately decided that damage was going to be the most important thing. So I calced a lot of moves. I calced almost every move that Rapidash could get that makes sense in this matchup. Shout out to my sister. Make sure that you are a female. So I calced a lot of stuff. I had a lot of ideas with this Rapidash. And I ultimately decided on a specific one. Right? Because I had Bolt Strike, or I had Wild Charge on here. And I had Low Kick. I even had Throat Chop, which is nice. But I ultimately decided on very 4 specific moves. Now I can Flare Blitz, because LOL has Fire Resist. They are Greninja, which gets 2 carried by Flare Blitz. Blastoise, which doesn't take crap, but Flare Blitz from the Rapidash that I'm going to be bringing will put it in range of +2 Earthquake, which is the important part. And that's it. Miltank. But I have plans for that. Zard, which I have plans for. So for Zard, I want to run high horsepower. I'm going to outspeed it, and I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage to it. And if he tries to, you know, DD up on this, he won't be able to. He will not be able to DD up on this because high horsepower, unless it's like physically defensive, I guess. Whew. High horsepower always 2 KOs. But if I see that's not going to, it's going to not 2 KO, I will put the third move, which is going to be Toxic, which is going to be there for the floor against the Miltank and the Blastoise if I really want to. Just to wear them down, keep them out of range. It's one thing to put something out of range. Like I can Flare Blitz Blastoise and that'll be put out of range unless it has rest, it's going to stay out of range. Unless there's Wish. Miltank I can put out of range with Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz from what's going to be a Life Orb Rapidash. And also it's going to have Flame Body because Hacks. And this is going to be Morning Sun to stay healthy because I'm taking Life Orb and taking Flare Blitz Recoil. So, the thing about this is, Flare Blitz from a Life Orb Rapidash is going to put Miltank in range of +2 EQ, but that doesn't matter because it has Milk Drink. It can stay healthy, obviously. So I want Toxic to keep it in range, and while he could have Heal Bell, that just means it's one less move that he's running around with. No Ice Punch, maybe no Thunder Wave, maybe no Stealth Rocks. Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave was a bitch in one of my mocks. We actually played, and then 5 turns in, turn 1, he clicked Thunder Wave. 5 turns in, I had been parried 5 times in a row, so we restarted, and I still got parried 3 times in the second one. But I won! So, shout out, that just speaks for how solid the team is actually kind of looking. So anyway, this Rapidash, right? This Rapidash is going to be built to where it takes any one hit from the Zard, except for an EQ. I believe that's what I remember calculating. Let me just do you sure. Bring you down to level 50. And then Mega Charizard X. Mega Charizard X. Unless you're Earthquake, I should be able to take any one hit from you. Yeah, Earthquake, never. Dragon Claw. Yeah, I'm going to end up being able to take any one hit from this thing. So, I'm going to be max attack. I'm going to be enough speed to outspeed the Lander Ethereum and the Mew. And I'm going to throw the rest into defense, right? And then I'm going to bring this down to Emvee. So that's going to give me a Life Orb number. So instead of taking 14 HP from the Life Orb Recoil, I will be taking 13. And it's just overall nice to have. Sacrifice 1 HP point to always take 1 less from Life Orb. And then the 36 in defense will guarantee that I live neutral Dragon Claw always. So, going to be Jolly. And that's going to be that. That's going to be the Rapidash. Definitely this can put a lot of work. Its speed here is actually really nice versus him because he only has the Electrode and the Greninja to outspeed me. Actually, he also has one other mon. It is the Alolan Persian, but I believe I live Foul Play after Rocks always. Persian, bulky pivot. Okay, yeah, I should. Yeah, there we go. I live Foul Play after Rocks always, which is nice. So, actually, I want to calc something real quick because this might come in handy later. Landorus. Huh. I'm never gonna love that. Okay. So anyway, that's my Rapidash. Rapidash is there to weaken stuff, which is nice, and it also gives me a semi-check to the Registeel, right? Because I can always come in on Registeel unless it's Earthquake or Thunder Wave, and even Thunder Wave, I'll probably be like I have Heal Bell in my mind. That's something that I want to bring. It's definitely Heal Bell. But I can come in on it, and I can pressure it with the Flare Blitz. I can also pressure the Roserade with the Flare Blitz, which is nice, unless it's Scarf, in which case F. But also, if it's Scarf, it's bad, because Scarf Roserade versus me is disgusting and stupid. I honestly hate Scarf Roserade versus me. Not like, but like from the position that I don't think it's good. I think it should be Life Orb or Black Sludge with spikes or something, or even better, it shouldn't even really come. Because I have a Mew which can switch in on it. I have a stupid fly. Yeah. I have a Durant which can switch in on it, except for Fire. I have Sapsip for Miltank. I have Chestnut, which comes in on its dual stab because I have Bulletproof. I have plenty of mons that are faster than it and can destroy it. Like Landorus is Earthquake, if it's like Adamantry Scarf, sends that thing packing. Mega Aerodactyl destroys it, Rapidash destroys it. I'm going to have like a whole bunch of mons that are faster than it. I really don't like it, versus me. I really don't think it's something that should come unless it's going to be like Spike. But even still, he has Greninja and Spike. So, anyway, tangent. What am I going to bring next? Well, I had... I'm going to skip this whole section because this was like a long section of when I went with Mega Aerodactyl. And then, like I had this Mega Aerodactyl. I had Scarf Durant for my Revenge on Landorus. I had this really weird Mega Aerodactyl, which was like super physically defensive. A little bit of speed, a little bit of attack, and was to always live one attack from Mega Charizards as long as rocks weren't up. But then I had to worry about constantly making sure that defog was always happening, or that I never had rocks in my field, so that Air could always live this hit and always be an offensive check to the Charizard and all kinds of stuff, and I ultimately just decided against it. Like I went on like several tangents with this team because I was like, thought about Jolteon, to be honest, playing more Jolteon. Didn't think it was going to do anything. So I ultimately, after lots of back and forth with myself, I decided on the third one, right? So I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna not like Zard, and then I realized, wait, I have a fucking great Zard. Okay, I don't have a great Zard answer, but I have a pretty decent Zard answer in Miltank. So I've picked that. I don't have Zap Zipper, which maybe he's the reason he'll bring Roserade, because he knows I can't bring Zap Zipper. I really want to bring Zap Zipper, because I don't know if he's going to bring a fire move. I think he's going to bring Dragon Claw Thunder Punch, or Dragon Claw EQ. I think that could be a thing, although he could just bring Dual Stab with Boost. So, anyway, I'm my boy Gallagher, or my girl, and I knew that I wanted Milk Drink and Thunder Wave. That's Punch. Wave. Shout out. Wave. 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 High IQ. Low IQ. Thunder. Wave. Shout out to my boy Matt O'Shea, because he's Mr. Thunder Wave. I knew I wanted that, and I knew I wanted this, because that would guarantee that I don't get 2 KO'd by Max Attack Jolly Mega Charizard X's Dragon Claw. Maybe more defense, wasn't really sure, just knew I wanted that. And then we got into Mega Aerodactyl again. I had that set on there again, and just for the hell of it, I'm going to type it in here, just for the placeholder. It was like, Stone Edge, EQ, Ice Fang, Taunt Roost, all kinds of stuff. And then it was like 20 here, and then like 172 here, and then like this or something, and then like that, and then like that, something along these lines. That looks right. Something like this. It was some whack shit like this, and it was made to live Zard's hit always. But regardless, after a lot, and I mean an ungodly amount of thinking, I came up with what the last 2 months are going to be. Because I noticed another thing that I could use as a secondary win con that completely obliterates him, but I need support. So I came up with the last 2 months. And the last 2 months were going to be Mew, and it needs, and Chestnut. One Sweeper, one Support. And those who know me, those who don't know me, might be like, okay, so Nasty Plot Mew support Chestnut. Those who do know me already know where this is going, however, because they know the kind of shit that I bring. So, this is going to be a Bulletproof Chestnut. It is going to be Substitute. It is going to be Belly Drum, and it is going to be Seed Bomb with Drain Punch. And this is secondary win con. It's Salak Berry. And after realizing, at first I thought this outside Greninja +1, but it doesn't. But I don't expect Greninja to run max speed. He has no reason to other than this, if he predicts it. If he does, you know what? He very well might. He very well might bring max speed Greninja with Choice Spec or Life Orb and Ice Beam just to stop this from sweeping, because you know I might bring it. Because last time, when I thought I was bringing some fun shit, what did I bring last time versus 10? This is 10, we gave first Tarheel. I brought Cobra Berry Mew with Nasty Plot 2 attacks. I brought Psyche MZ Jolteon, this one. Z synchronized Jolteon. He knew before I even got into we even got about a freaking battle that I was going to bring that set. Somehow. He didn't protect Finny, I don't think. He basically predicted my team almost to a T. Like, he knew I'd bring E-Belt Gengar, he knew I'd bring Z synchronized Jolteon, he knew I'd bring a set of Mew. Like, he's really good at knowing how I build to a very scary like, to a very scary level. Because I pride myself on being the kind of guy who could literally bring anything at any moment based on how I'm feeling when I build, right? Like, if you watch my cap games, I bring some of the weirdest things that you'll ever see in your life. And they work, because people don't expect them. But if they do expect them, like Tarheel, then it becomes a problem. This is why I don't like Fighting Ban. I love Fighting Ban, because he's a great player, and he's always fun to have, like, play. But, like, it's not fun because I have to really, really think about this. So he may very well predict this. It's going to be max speed Jolly. Just so, the only way he can outspeed me is if he's Scarf or if he's max speed. I'm not letting him get with anything else. And then max attack, 4 on HP to give myself a number divisible by 4. So after a sub and a belly drum, Salic pops. And then I can Drain Punch back some recovery. So, how is Mew going to support this? Well, that's how. Because I can bring Dual Screens Mew with Light Clay and just make it so easy. I can even lead off with this and just go straight from turn 1. But I want this to stop his defoggers. And that was a problem that I had. And I ultimately almost scrapped this entire idea. Because I was like, I can't beat Greninja as a lead. Because I knew I could end up like beating Forgus and Outlander Theory. And Mew, not so much. I don't think Mew is going to be a defogger though. Defog Mew kind of seems in this matchup when he has something like Forgus, which in a way defog versus the Chestnut. And Mew can be freed up to do a lot of other things, like Nasty Plot, if he really wants. But anyway, which is also something I saw. Mew. My boy Mew. I knew I could handle Forgus and the Landorus. And how I knew I was going to be able to do that was I built a very specific set that would anti-lead the 2 of them. Gunk Shot and Ice Beam. I have, let me get these. Okay, so I have, oh actually I have these in the backwards order. So that's over here. 188 speed. And that is with a plus speed nature allows me to outspeed the Landorus Therian. I have 156 attack. And after immense amount of calculating of what I was going to do, I just ended up going with the Jolly Nature and this. Which... Really? That's interesting. Well, going like this then. So... Gunk Shot now 2 AKOs, Forgus guaranteed after leftovers. Landorus has to be very bulky to live an Ice Beam with this investment. Which is the goal, is to stop them from defogging, get at my screens, go. Go in Chestnut, just go, 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 go. So, that was the idea, and this is the 6 that I had, and I felt some type of way, right? I really felt some type of way with this team, because... How many minutes are we at? We're at 23 minutes. I'm going to speed this up. I really felt some type of the way with this team because I felt like I was going to lose to Greninja because my Greninja answer was Chestnut. I had too much offense, etc., etc. So ultimately, I was like, you know what? I have a Miltank. I have a Fire Immunity, and I have this thing which can only be an offensive check to the Megazord X. If I feel like it, I'm getting rid of Mega Aerodactyl. And I put on Florgus. Because I also didn't have Heal Bell at this point. Because I knew that this was going to end up having to have Stealth Rocks and then some random attack. So I put on Florgus. It's going to be named Vacuum. Shout out to VMLP. And it's going to be Kevia Berry. I knew I wanted Kevia Berry for the Greninja. And it's going to be Moonblast. It is going to be Heal Bell, Toxic, Wish. Toxic is to keep things whittled down. Stuff like the ones that, you know, like Chestnut and Landorus don't want to deal with. I also don't need much support for Chestnut to win, as long as I can, if I get it off with screens up, like that's, as long as he doesn't have anything to like outpace me, like it's over. Like it's legitimately over. Because at +6, he has to have some really good shit to stop me. He has to have some physically defensive ones, like Mew. Mew has to be max physically defensive to stop me. Because Forgus, okay, so Mega Charizard X needs to be physically defensive to stop me. Mew needs to be physically defensive to stop me. Max HP does not stop a +6 Seed Bomb. Landorus gets destroyed by Seed Bomb at +5. Forgus nuked. Miltank, Registeel, Greninja, Blastoise, nuke. Roserade, I just need rocks if it's offensive. And then Drain Punch obliterates. Persian, Drain Punch obliterates. Electrode has to have Hidden Power Flying to really touch me. Hidden Power Ice does a decent amount, unless... Oh, I mean, if it's Life Orb Respect, it can do a lot, obviously. But completely nuked. So, I wanted to make sure that I could keep certain mons, like the Mew, just a little bit whittled. So, this spread ended up being really interesting as well. So this is going to be max HP, 36 special attacks. EVs is going to allow me to always kill the Greninja, specifically the bulkiest Greninja I can see him bringing, except for like his crazy. I live this specific move, EVs, which is something I do. But if he's just max special attack, enough speed for Durant, rest in HP, I OHKO that specific set with this move last, with 36 special attack EVs. I actually just went with a calm nature so I could have more EVs to put everywhere else. Because it's just calm, I hit the benchmark I need to, which is Specs Hydro Pump. It is not a 2 KO. And then I put some speed, just to outspeed some of his bulky mons. And then the rest, whew, we're in defense with 4 and Sped F because leftovers. Or because it was leftovers. So this is what I ended up going with for my Forgus. There to help me not be super weak to the Greninja, etc. And then finally with this, I ultimately settled on... I don't remember what this does. It does something important. This is for outpacing shit, and then the rest in a bulk with a bold nature. Because I'm running Seismic Toss. So that's me that. I also run leftovers just to stay healthy. Ultimately, this is really what I went in to my mock with, and I haven't changed it. Oh, I need to finish Landorus. Okay, so Landorus, I ultimately decided instead of HP Ice, because I was thinking about HP Ice. Last move, I went with Fly, because +2 Fly just a million to the Landorus, and it also, unlike EQ, will OHKO the Roserade even if he's max HP. Adamant Adamant Earthquake does not OHKO max HP for Roserade. It almost guarantees OHKO's no HP Roserade though. So, I want that. The HP is all the defense I really need. So I went with max attack, and then I went like this. Just give myself some more speed F, and I went with an Adamant. And then finally, piece of resistance is Grounding EMZ. Give me that one time, and to give me that one moment where one of his mons does not need to be weakened. Because at +2, Grounding EMZ legitimately killed every single Pokemon I've seen except for the Landorus. Like, I don't think Registeel, Spedef, Sugar Registeel, I don't believe lives +2 Grounding EMZ. Like, that throws it away. I know his bulkiest mon, which is going to be the Miltank, will not live Grounding EMZ. Not +2. Like, at all. So, this is what I went with. Physically defensive or low impression also doesn't. I think that might be another one of his bulkier mons. But no matter what, Grounding EMZ is just a one-time, unless it's Landorus, just goodbye. It's dead. Charizard has to Mega Evolve first turn, so that won't be any mind games. It's just dead. So, that's what I'm running with. This will hopefully lead me to victory in an hour, less, maybe, depending on when he hits me up. So I'm going to go get this gen, and I will see you tomorrow. Fingers crossed that we come out with this. I really, really like the look at this team. I really think it's good, and I really think that I'll be able to catch Tarheel off guard for no other reason than this. This is my final one. I won both mocks, by the way. I faced my boy Matt O'Shea, and I faced my boy Cody. Cody Thunderwaved me and hacks the hell out of me. Go figure. It was actually Cody who hacks the hell out of me with Thunderwave instead of Matt. But he hacks the hell out of me. He hacks the hell out of me with that, and then with Matt, I was able to just get Chestnut off, and then it died, and then I was able to get Landorus off. But both ended up with Landorus winning, so it kind of gives me some more confidence, which is what I want. If there's anything that I want to go into a battle with, it's confidence. The ability to think that I can win this game. Because if I don't, then I usually lose. So, I think I can win this game, and I think that this will be one of the piece de resistance of why I'm going to win. It's because of this Mew. And that is, even if Tarheel watches every single battle that I've ever freaking had, he'll know that I do randomly bring something like maybe a Screen's Jolteon, but it's usually one screen, and it's usually like a max HP kind of dumb Jolteon. If he doesn't see Jolteon, I don't think he'll think Screens. That's the only, like, I very rarely bring Screens. I usually bring Screen as a, screw it, I can put this here kind of thing. Or, I'm desperate to not get 6-0'd by this Pokemon, so I'm going to put this here. But I don't get 6-0'd by any of his Pokemon. Mega Charizard X does not 6-0 me. It needs a, while not a lot, it does need some support to stop me. It needs Rain gone, or specifically Kingdra out of Rain. I cannot have Kingdra and Rain at the same time. So one of those has to be gone. He has to have my Landorus weekend. If it's defensive, he has to have my Miltank weekend. If it's defensive, or it has to be like a bulky. So it has to have some support, right? Nothing straight up just comes in and immediately just wins the game. So with that, I don't think he'll expect Screen Mew. And especially he won't expect Screen Mew because only thing that I've ever run with this Mew in this league is offensive. So, I don't know. I'm confident. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this gen. I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this ridiculous long team builder. Let me know what you guys think of the team, and let me know whether or not you guys think I will win. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.